classroom before I got started today since I have so much space to work with. If you can email me later and tell me what I was doing at the beginning of this lesson to prove you watched, I will give you bonus points. Today we're going to be on lesson 6 of your workbook. So if you can turn to page 143, we will get started here. We are going to be working on problems having to do with capacity. Okay, don't forget capacity is like our gallon guy. Gallons, quarts, pints. And so I'll refer to those posters later if we need to use them to solve our problems. Hopefully you have already tried some of these to work through to make sure you know how to do them, and now you're just checking your work. Okay, let's get started. It says determine the following sums and differences. Show your work. All right. 3 quarts plus 1 quart. Well, that would be 4 quarts. Well, what do we know about 4 quarts? 4 quarts make 1 gallon, so the answer here is just 1. Okay, here 2 gallons, 1 quart, plus 3 quarts. Well, if we add our quarts together, that would give us 4 quarts, which we just said was a gallon. So this is a gallon, and if I add it to these 2 gallons, I would get 3 gallons. Okay? If I have 1 gallon and I take away a quart, well, 1 gallon is equal to 4 quarts. So 4 quarts minus 1 quart is 3 quarts. Hopefully, so far, so good. 5 gallons take away 1 quart. Well, we're going to break this up, just like we have in the past with our number bonds. Let's break apart 5 gallons into 4 gallons, and then this other gallon I'm going to write as 4 quarts, because there's 4 quarts in a gallon. So here's 1 gallon, and here's the other 4 to make 5, okay? But now I can subtract this quart, okay, from these 4 quarts. So I have 4 gallons, and 4 quarts minus 1 quart is 3 quarts. Okay, so these number bonds are going to play a big role in today's lesson. Okay, 2 cups plus 2 cups would be 4 cups. Well, let's think about that. How does 4 cups related to quarts? I'm going to show you our poster here for a second. If we look at that, look inside one of the cues. How many cups are in one cue? There are 4. 4 C's in the cue. So 4 cups is equal to 1 quart. So this is just 1. Okay. 1 quart, 1 pint, plus 3 pints. Okay, well, let's add our pints here together. That would give me 4 pints. Okay, well, 4 pints, 4 P's. Let's look. 4 P's would be equal to 2 Q's. Okay, so I see 1, 2, 3, 4 P's. Okay, so that's 2 quarts. So if this is 2 quarts, and I add it to this 1 quart, I get 3 quarts. All right, let's keep moving. 2 quarts take away 3 pints. Well, let's use a number bond again. Or I could just say, we just talked about in this problem that 2 quarts, see 2 quarts is equal to 4 pints. Well, let's just come here and say that. 2 quarts is equal to 4 pints. So if I take away 3 pints, I have 1 pint. Okay, then here, 4 quarts take away 3 cups. Well, let's use a number bond. Let's break this up into 4 quarts. And then this other quart, I'm going to say, how many cups is in a quart? Well, it's 4 cups. Okay, so I can subtract these cups now. Okay, I have 4 quarts, but 4 cups minus 3 cups is 1 cup. All right. Whew, some of this is kind of tricky, but let's keep going. At the bottom, it says find the following sums and differences, show your work. We're still doing the same thing. Okay. We got 6 gallons, 3 quarts, plus 3 more quarts. Okay, well, let's see. If we added our quarts, this would give us 6 quarts. Well, how many quarts make a gallon? 4 quarts make a gallon. 4 Q's in the gallon. So out of these 6 quarts, 4 of them make a gallon, 1 gallon, and I'd have 2 quarts left. Okay, so 6 gallons plus 1 more gallon is 7 gallons and 2 quarts. Okay, you might have to pause and watch that one again. Some of this gets tricky. Okay, 10 gallons, 3 quarts, 3 gallons, 3 quarts. Well, we could just go ahead and add gallons with gallons. That would give me 13 gallons. 3 quarts and 3 quarts is 6 quarts. Okay, but that's more than 1 whole gallon. 4 quarts make 1 gallon. I'd have 2 quarts left. So now my final total would be 14 gallons, 2 quarts. All right. Now we have 9 gallons, 1 pint, minus 2 pints. Now if you look at this, can I do 1 pint, take away 2 pints? Nope, I can't do that. So I'm going to use a number bond to do a little bit of borrowing in a sense. I'm going to break up this 9 gallons into 8 gallons, and then this other gallon I'm going to write in terms of pints. There are 8 pints in a gallon, right? So this would be 9 gallons. Okay, but I'm going to combine this 1 pint with these pints. So I'm going to say this is 9 pints. Okay, so when I break up this whole thing, okay, it's 8 gallons and 9 pints. Now I can subtract my pints. I would have 7 pints and my 8 gallons. Okay, let's keep going. 7 gallons, 1 pint, minus 2 gallons, 7 pints. Okay, so again, when I look at this, I can't subtract the pints. I can subtract the gallons, but I can't subtract the pints the way they're written. So I'm going to rewrite this first of all, this part right here. Okay, I'm going to break up one of these gallons. So I'm going to have 6 gallons, and the other gallon is 8 pints, plus this one would be 9 pints. Now I can do my subtraction. 6 gallons minus 2 gallons is 4 gallons. 9 pints minus 7 pints is 2 pints. Okay. 16 quarts, 2 cups, plus 4 more cups. Okay, well, let's see here. If I added these together, I would get 6 cups, right? Okay, well, how many cups how many cups are in a quart? Well, let's take a look at our thing again. How many cups are in a quart? There are 4 cups in a quart. Okay, so this 6 cups, 4 of them is 1 quart, and I have 2 cups left. So that gives me 17 quarts and 2 cups. Okay. Also, another way you could have looked at that, and I just realized, is you could have said, wait a minute, 4 cups? That's a quart. So that would give me 17 quarts and 2 cups. You could have done it that way and be a little easier. Okay, last one on this page. 6 gallons, 5 pints, plus 3 gallons, 3 pints. Okay, well, we're adding here, so let's go ahead and add our gallons. Okay, so we'd have 9 gallons, and then we'd have 8 pints. Okay, well, 8 pints, what's that equal to? That's equal to 1 whole gallon, isn't it? That's 1 gallon. So that just gives me 10 whole gallons and 0 pints. All right, whoo! That was exhausting. I think we need a stretch break. So everybody stop right now and let's do some push-ups. Ledger, I know you love push-ups. Ready? Let's do it. Let's do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Or you can stand up and touch your toes. Oh, man. Whew, some of this math makes me tired, but now I feel better. Let's keep going. Let's turn the page and see what we have on the back. Here we go. Okay, word problems and lemonade. That sounds good. Dorothy follows the recipe in the table to make her grandma's cherry lemonade. How much lemonade does the recipe make? Ooh, how much lemonade? Well, that means I would have to take all these ingredients and add them all up to see how much it makes. Well, let's look at the easiest way to do this. I always start with my biggest unit. I see there's 1 gallon here. Okay, so I'm going to circle that. And then I go and I say, well, let's look at the quarts for a second. 3 quarts and 1 quart. How much is 4 quarts? Well, that's another gallon, isn't it? Okay, well, that helps. Now let's see what I'm down to. 5 pints, 2 cups. Well, let's look at our chart. 2 cups. I know 2 cups is equal to what? 2 cups, 2 C's is equal to 1 pint. Well, so if this is 1 pint and 5 pints, that gives me 6 pints. Okay, so let me come over here a second. I have 2 gallons and 6 pints. Okay, well, I could leave it like that, or I could say, oh, you know what, guys? I totally skipped number 3. I'll come back. I just realized I moved my workbook. Sorry about that. We will come right back. I goofed. Okay, so sorry. Going back to this one though, 6 pints. I could leave it like that, but 6 pints is equal to something else. Let's look. 6 peas. Okay, if I can point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 pints is equal to 3 quarts. So I could write it that way. I could say, okay, well, that equals 2 gallons, 3 quarts, okay, of lemonade. And I am so sorry. I don't know what's with me today, that I just turned the page and I didn't see that one at the top. How silly. Let me finish out number 4 and then we'll hop back to number 3 since this is an A and a B. How many more cups of water could Dorothy add to the recipe to make an exact number of gallons of lemonade? Okay, so she's got 2 gallons, 3 quarts. So how much would it take her to make an even 3 gallons of lemonade? Well, if she's got 3 quarts, 1 more quart would make a full gallon. Okay, 1 more quart is how much she would need. But it says how many more cups. So how many cups are in a quart? Well, again, look at our chart. How many C's are in one of those Q's? Well, 4. 4 cups. So she would need to add 4 cups of water to make an exact number of gallons. Okay, and last problem, we'll hop to the top. I think I was too worried about playing basketball and doing push-ups to focus on my math. Okay, so let's go back to number 3 at the top. The capacity of a pitcher is 3 quarts. Right now, it contains 1 quart, 3 cups of liquid. So how much more liquid can the pitcher hold? Remember, when you see that, that means to subtract. How much more? Okay, so if you have a pitcher, remember, I'm not an artist. Here's our pitcher, and it holds 3 quarts. But right now it only has 1 quart and 3 cups in it. 1 quart, 3 cups. It wants to know how much more it can hold. So you'd have to do some subtraction here. So 3 quarts take away 1 quart, 3 cups. Well, again, it's like our problems on the first page. We have to kind of break apart with a number bond and do some borrowing. Okay, because I don't have any cups here to subtract with these cups. So if I made this be 2 quarts, and how many cups are in a quart again? It was 4 cups. Okay, so 2 quarts, 4 cups is still equal to 3 quarts, but now I can do my subtraction. 2 quarts minus 1 quart is 1 quart, and 4 cups minus 3 cups is 1 cup. Okay, so how much more liquid can the pitcher hold? It can hold 1 quart, 1 cup more liquid. Okay, woo, we made it through. I hope that that made sense to you. But again, if you have any problems, please email me, send me a message, and I can go back over anything else that you might need. Okay, but hopefully that Zern is helping you too. Okay, so if you feel confident about this, you can move on and do the exit ticket. And don't forget, email me, send me some kind of message that tells me what was I doing at the beginning of this video. I will give you bonus points. All right, have a great day. See you guys.